Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, September 6th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, today is the first day back to school for Prince George's County students, and for some teens, that means they're walking into a brand new building. The new Fairmont Heights High School opening its doors this morning. The multi-million-dollar facility comes with a 750-seat auditorium, a community clinic, TV studio, and a whole lot more.
It's got great athletic facilities. It's got a great new media center. I mean, it's a fantastic facility, and we're all ready, and I know the kids are going to be excited as we are.
It's an absolute amazing feeling. You know, a lot of our students come to us with a lot of challenges, and one of those challenges shouldn't be the building in which they receive their education. So this brand new $93.7 million facility gives them every opportunity that they need.
Fairmont Heights was designed as a green building. Well, a new initiative will allow 18 lucky students to work towards multiple degrees while still in high school. It's called the 3D Scholars Program, and students enrolled study for a high school diploma, associate's, and bachelor's degree. Officials say that students will be able to earn dual degrees while paying less than $10,000.
The major that I've chosen to pursue is criminal justice because I feel as though that's what I have a passion for. I applied for this program because it offers the major I'm interested in pursuing, and it helps me and my family financially.
I didn't think I can do high school and college at the same time. So I was going to be too much pressure on me. And then after my first day in class, I realized that the only thing that's going to make my career challenging is me. The only one who's going to be a hindrance to my career is me by having a lack of focus or playing around too much.
The school district partnered with Prince George's Community College and the University of Maryland University College to make all of this possible.
Well, the first day of school marks the second annual Back to School DAP Day in Prince George's. Started by Maryland delegate Angela Angel, it highlights positive male role models, encouraging students to have a great school year. Today at Arrowhead Elementary, students were welcomed with handshakes, high fives, and of course, DAPs.
I really appreciate the gentlemen and the ladies coming out and serving today at DAP Day to ensure that our students are welcomed and our parents are welcomed with open arms as we set forth here on our endeavors at Arrowhead Elementary School. We want to make sure that we're having a warm and caring environment, and this environment here this morning has allowed us to do so.
Good morning. I'm a father here in Prince George County. I have 4 daughters, and it's just participation just to encourage the kids and the parents to start the school year for the correct foot.
I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it's a good way to encourage the kids and just let them know that the community is behind them. And even for the ones that are nervous about these first days of school, they can see it more like as a exciting party or sporting event because of the level of enthusiasm exhibited by the gentleman up front.
And the day originally started with only a few schools in the area, but since has expanded to 31. Well, it was an emotional scene in the courthouse today when the daughters of a murdered woman talked about their loss. This came moments before their stepfather was sentenced to life in prison for killing her. Denise Douglas has more from the courthouse in Upper Marlboro.
In the courtroom today, the judge did not mince any words when he handed down 2 life sentences in prison against Eulalio Tordil. In fact, he said that Tordil did not deserve any mercy. Tordil killed his estranged wife Gladys outside of High Point High School in May 2016. He also shot John Lancaster, who was in the parking lot and simply tried to help Gladys. The following day, he went on a shooting spree, killing 2 more people and injuring 2 others in Montgomery County. Here's what the state's attorney had to say about today's sentencing.
It's just impossible to measure the devastation of this particular case, but he deserved an eternity in jail. And he got that this morning, and we are so glad to have removed this terrible, terrible killer from our community who chose a school to commit this act in front of hundreds, if not thousands of children on a school day, and to kill his wife who tried to get away from him.
Prior to the sentencing, Gladys's daughters cried and talked about how much their lives have changed since their mother was murdered. Tordil also spoke, apologizing to his family.
Beginning his comments by talking about his professional accomplishments and still hoping that we would see him as a decent man. This is the kind of person I was. I'd never been in trouble before, but he is ruthless. He is unable to empathize with other people. He is a guy who is a psychopath.
Tordell has already been sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms for the crimes he committed in Montgomery County. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
Now, Tordell worked for the Federal Protective Service before the incident in 2016. His gun and badge were confiscated shortly before the shooting after his estranged wife filed a protective order.
And County Executive Rushern Baker says President Trump's decision to end the DACA program could further force undocumented immigrants into the shadows. This was the scene in the district yesterday as thousands took to the streets to protest the move. The end of DACA, or the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals Act, means the 800,000 immigrants who came here illegally as children could now face deportation. Baker says it will have an impact here in Prince George's County.
I think the impact could be, it's not just for the children who know their immigration status. The thing that we fear most in the county is that people who don't know their immigration status and who fear they're going to not be able to finish school, but their whole family will be sent back. And so now they start keeping their kids out of school. They don't report crimes that are going on. They don't seek medical help before it's an emergency. And it just makes the life of and safety of the county, puts it at harm. And we want them to know that we don't agree with that, and we don't think that the federal government should be doing, that Congress should solve this issue once and for all, and that the president shouldn't be sending a signal that makes people nervous.
And the president has given Congress 6 months to come up with a legislative fix to the Dreamers Act. Well, a state panel today has approved Governor Larry Hogan's cuts to the state's budget to the tune of $62 million. The Maryland Board of Public Works gave the green light to the budget, which originally had deeper cuts. Hogan restored $6 million to the budget after he met with Democratic lawmakers concerned about cuts to education programs.